And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Jorge Polanco bats here with an 11-game hitting streak on the line. No hits yet, so a bit of pressure on him in this at-bat.
Hey, let her fly up there, huh?
First pitch of the at-bat. There goes Buxton. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Batter is out.
Now to the plate.
For the Twins, the designated hitter, Miguel Sano.
See it drive it like you can. Let's go.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Hit to first. Cabrera's got it.
Run it out, run it out, run it out.
Go on to first to take care of him, and the Tigers are back in the win column again as they take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over. 3-2 the finish. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Mike Clevenger will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's...
Ball 4, take the base. Ow!
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's totaled 4 hits in 21 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Randy Dobnak gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Miguel Sano is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
You can see this guy's more. Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this...
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. The Indians have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Carlos Carrasco is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
So striding in, Luis Arias. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Gloved by Santana, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting second, the shortstop.
So digging in now, Jorge Polanco. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he has an even 10 hits in 22 tries. There's the 2-1 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in now, Nelson Cruz. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the payoff pitch home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So some success with 2 out keeps the inning alive for Miguel Sano.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Here's Miguel Sano.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he does.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's no run. Jose Barrios is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, you know, that 5th inning can be an awful demanding inning for a starting pitcher. It's kind of like Wednesday being the hump day during the day of the week. Every starter knows they have to go 5 innings to qualify for a win. He wasn't particularly good in his last one, taking the loss, and I'm sure he's hoping for a much better fortune in this one today.
Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Mercado.
Stepping in now, Oscar Mercado. Hit back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Lindor.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 4th.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. count is full. Here's the pitch. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Fastball in there, 3-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. On to second goes Donaldson. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Settling in now, Mitch Garver. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw on to first in time, one away. Now in the box, Eddie Rosario. He went deep in the contest last night. The 2-1. Down the left field line and deep. Santana is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Batting it, the first baseman, Matt Kepler.
The set and the 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
At the plate, Byron Buxton. And it's 1-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Kepler stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes. So coming to the plate, Jose Ramirez, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Barrios has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. On the move is Rosario, but it's the center fielder who gets there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and into bat next it'll be Tyler Naquin. The 1-2.
Nope, outside.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, the first baseman.
So now Carlos Santana will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes. Got him. Throws him on the slurve, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0.
Now at Progressive Field, home of the Indians, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Not only do they come into the day with one of the best ERAs in the league, but they're also among the best teams at not allowing home runs, something they take a lot of pride in. Talking with members of the pitching staff earlier, several of them mentioned how limiting home runs really makes things difficult on the opposition, especially in today's game, where teams don't try to manufacture runs as much anymore. As one of them said, if teams are going to get the best of us, they're going to have to really rack up the hits, and we don't make that easy. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Santana moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So one away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Into the box now, Domingo Santana, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hit hard towards center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
The catcher.
So stepping in, Roberto Perez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Cesar Hernandez is on deck. 3-2 full count. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. And that misses for ball 4. Striding forward now is the DH, Oscar Mercado. He singled his last time up. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Standing in now, Francisco Lindor. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 32.
So 2 on with 2 away, and digging in now, Franmil Reyes. The set and the 1-1. Looking at his career totals, Reyes comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Now batting, third baseman.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looks.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. The Indians lead it 3-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Josh Donaldson digging in. Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Mitch Garver.
Stepping up to the plate, Mitch Garver. Here's the 2-1.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in to try it again, Eddie Rosario. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Fastball well outside.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Max Kepler would be next. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Byron.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
So now to the plate, Byron Buxton. Swung on by Broxton, and this is sent to deep left field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 4th home run for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Stepping in now, Luis Arias. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. But the Twins do strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-3 Minnesota. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. This one's flared toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded to first. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Here's one that we don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
So striding in, Domingo Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
The catcher, number 55.
Riding in once again, Roberto Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull the trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We played 4 full. It's the Twins 4 and the Indians 3. Ready once again, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 3-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Naquin's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you'd want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Onto the home run porch and gone. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
At the plate now, Josh Donaldson. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Now this rolls all the way to the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
To the plate now, Mitch Garver. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the fifth coming up. It's now 5-3 Twins. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Cesar Hernandez as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fouled off. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Oscar Mercado. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Into the box now, Francisco Lindor. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. And another foul ball. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Now another 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in, and there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 32.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. The 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 5 and the Indians 4. Phil Maton takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Indians, number 88.
Ready for another shot now.
Maton.
Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. Up high, 2-1 now. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's the pitch.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Naquin is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat.
Play ball. Let's play ball. Play ball.
The 3-1, and a fastball misses there, ball 4. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. They're second of the ball game so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for second in that department. Byron Buxton will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ball game to this point. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Luis Arias will be next.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Luis Arias. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Minnesota leads this one 5-4. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Corey Garrett takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the sixth inning.
Number 38, Corey Garrett.
Ready with the 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Guerin was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. A runner at second, nobody out. This one's down to third. Oh, and it's sailed right over his head at first. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further. Here's Carlos Santana now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Count even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Fouled away. Runner at third here, nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. He's got it one away. And they will not try running on that arm. Wisely so, as he holds on tight with one away now. So a runner stands at third. One man is out. And that'll bring Domingo Santana into the batter's box next. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A man at third with one away. A line shot to third base. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
At the plate, Roberto Perez. He was a ground out victim last time up. The set. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed. And that's the final out of the inning. Indians forced to settle for one. 7th inning coming up, and we are all tied. Nick Wickgren is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 62.
So coming to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He flew out in his last at bat. The 3-2 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And this will bang up against the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat. At the plate, Nelson Cruz. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Chopped in front of home plate. And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batter.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now
trying to pick things up where we left off. Josh Donaldson, runner in scoring position with two gone. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's there. He got him. So no. Bottom of the inning now. Coming to the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 2-2. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Well, that's one way to lead an inning off when the game is tied. The manager would have liked for him just to get on base so that one of his teammates could bring him home, but he does it almost all on his own.
In the dirt and block behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1.
Let's play ball.
Oliver Perez been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 39, Oliver.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The left fielder, number 20.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. No hits to this point. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. The payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Max Kepler. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. To the right side and through, a base hit. Rosario isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 6-6.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Standing in now, Luis Arias. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. First and second now, one man out. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. And you wonder if he's trying to get in his head out there as he steps out for a third time now. Here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Polanco, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. 1-1, here it is. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Tyler Duffy.
Ready for another chance? Carlos Santana. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Outside, 2-1. Fouled off. Back up the middle, and that will be a base hit here for Santana. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Domingo Santana. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Santana swings, and this is hit very well out toward left field. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. A 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 2-run lead.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time. You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
9-6 the final tally in this one. The Cleveland Indians crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Oliver Perez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Brad Hand earns the save out of the bullpen, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
For the Twins, 6 runs.